Welcome back. Good morning, one and all. Now, our topic is mechanism of lubrication. Mechanism of lubrication can be understood by selecting a lubricant depending upon the type of the machinery part what we are using. Because for all the machinery parts, all lubricants may not be have. So, for a specific machinery part, we should use different kind of lubricating oil. Next, how we will add and how to select the lubricating oil for the best performance of the machinery part. So that can be understood by this topic. This is mechanism of lubrication. This mechanism of lubrication can be understood in three ways of mechanism. One is thick film lubrication. What is that? One is thick film lubrication. Another one is thin film lubrication. Thin film lubrication. The other one is extreme pressure lubrication. Extreme pressure lubrication. Extreme pressure lubrication. These are the three different mechanisms we can study to understand the lubrication technique. So, the first one is thick film lubrication. What is this? In the mechanism, in the name of the mechanism itself, it is saying that there the lubricating oil which we are adding, having high thickness, So, in what condition this kind of lubricating oil is added? For what kind of machinery parts? That is important. Consider a machinery part. Take another machinery part, place it on the bottom. Now there are two machinery parts. As we have studied in the earlier class, that when the two machinery parts are placed one on another, then due to the contact area, frictional forces increases, which causes the production of heat. The produced heat may spoil the machinery parts. In order to stop that, we need to add a lubricating oil. Now, in this case, when we are discussing about thick film lubrication, we have taken two machinery parts, but the two machinery parts are having one quality. One is, here the two machinery parts are low load. What is that? Low load, less in weight. When you place the two machinery parts one on another, okay, this machinery part is delicate, and this is also delicate machinery parts. Okay, so they possess very less load. That's why I call the two parts are low load. The two machinery parts are low load. When the load is less, obviously the fast is increases. That means here the two machinery parts are low load and high speed. They work with high speed. They are moving speedily. This is the movement of the machinery parts. Why the machinery parts are moving fast? Because they are less in load. Now, I want to select a lubricating oil to lubricate this kind of machinery parts which are working with low load and high speed, for which I select thick film lubrication. What is that? Thick film lubrication. This is thick film. Why I chose thick film lubrication? Because when you place this thick film lubricating oil in between the two machinery parts, as the machinery parts are low load, they apply less pressure on the introduced lubricating oil. When they apply less pressure on the introduced lubricating oil, the lubricating oil will not split out from the machinery parts. will not split out from the machinery parts. Right? Consider I have introduced a lubricating oil which is having high thickness. Now I placed the two machinery parts with heavy load. What happens when the load is high? Then the lubricating oil is thicked one. Due to the load putting by the machinery parts, the lubricating oil will come out from the machinery parts. If the lubricating oil come out from the machinery parts, there will be no lubricating oil in between the two machinery parts. When there is no lubricating oil in between the two machinery parts, the contact area in between the two machinery parts increases. When the contact area increases, friction increases. When the friction increases, heat production increases. When the heat production increases, machinery parts spoil. That's why I choose thick film for the machinery parts which are having low load and high speed. What is that? High speed. You may have a doubt, sir, when the machinery parts are moving with high speed, there may be a chance of splitting out of lubricating oil from the machinery parts, right? Very good question. But here the lubricating oil is thick film. That means it has high viscosity. When it possesses high viscosity, obviously it will be sticky to the machinery parts. Even the machinery parts are working with high speed. Even the machinery parts are working with high speed. The lubricating oil will not come out from the machinery part. So it satisfies, this lubricating oil, thick film lubricating oil satisfies the two phenomena. One is, even the load, as the load is less, the machinery part will not split out from the, the lubricating oil will not split out from the machinery parts. Even the speed is high, due to the high viscosity caused by the lubricating oil, it will be sticky to the surfaces of the machinery part. It will not split out. So, thick film lubrication is nothing but when the machinery parts are working with low load and high speed. You have to introduce a lubricating oil which is having thickness, high thickness. Next one is thin film lubrication. Here, thin film lubrication means it is quite opposite to the first one. So, we have to introduce a lubricating oil which is having thin film, means less viscosity lubricating oil, right? Here, the machinery parts are working with high load. High load. As the load is high, they move slow. So, low speed. Low speed. There are two conditions. When the machinery parts are working with high load and low speed. Here, the pressure is more. So, in the previous one I told you, when the load is more, if you place a thick film lubricating oil, then it will come out from the machinery parts. Right? That's why I prefer to go through a thin film. Okay? When it is thin film, okay, take little amount of water, okay, pour it on your hands, okay, and apply more amount of pressure. Observe, will water coming out from the machinery parts? No. Even you are putting high amount of pressure, okay, the water will not come out. Do the same thing with oil or honey, then they will come out, right? So if load is more, it is not suggestible to introduce thick film. As here load is high, it is not good to introduce a lubricating oil which is having high viscosity. So I took low viscosity lubricating oil which is called thin film lubrication. Right guys? This is called thin film lubrication. Here, when the load is high, okay, speed reduces. Again you may have doubt. Sir, when it is moving with low speed, when it is moving with low speed, the introduced lubricating oil may come out. Okay? No. Because even it is high load, okay, as the film is thick film, it cannot show any effect on it. So, the lubricating oil will not spill out. Again, this may spill out, okay, when the machinery parts are working with high speed, but here the machinery parts are working with low speed. So, there is no problem of splitting out of lubricating oil from machinery parts. So the machinery part will be safe. So thin film lubrication is the mechanism of lubrication which is used when the machinery parts are working with high load and low speed. Thick film lubrication is the one which is used when the machinery parts are working with low load and high speed. Right guys? Yeah. Next one is extreme pressure lubrication. What is it? Extreme pressure lubrication. In this extreme pressure lubrication, we are going to see a difficult situation. A difficult situation. Extreme pressure lubrication. Here we are going to face a difficult situation. There are two machinery parts. Here the two machinery parts are with high load. High load. Again the two machinery parts are moving with high speed. If the machinery parts are working with high load, low speed, okay, we will go through thin film lubrication. If the machinery parts are working with low load, high speed, we will go through thick film lubrication. But it is a complex situation where the machinery parts are working with high load and high speed. Then what kind of lubricating oils are advisable? Now, I will suggest you to take a lubricating oil. I will suggest you to take a lubricating oil. To this lubricating oil, add organic substances. Add organic substances or inorganic elements. Okay? Chemical compounds. Okay? Chemical compounds. Then what happens is, if I add, for example, phosphates, if I add phosphates or nitrates, then what happens is, I have added the organic substances to the lubricating oil. That is the addition of adding, I am adding a chemical compound to the lubricating oil to improve its characteristic. The addition of adding a chemical substance to lubricating oil to improve its properties is nothing but blending. What is that? Blending. So here I am adding chemical compounds to the lubricating oil. So this is called blending. So this lubricating oil is called blended lubricating oil. This lubricating oil is called blended lubricating oil. So what is the use of adding these kind of chemical substances to the lubricating oil? As the machinery parts are working with high load and high speed, ordinary lubricating oil cannot retain in between the two machinery parts. Even if you add any kind of lubricating oil, they will split out from the machinery part very soon. So the machinery part lifespan cannot be increased. What kind of lubricating oil here is suggested? Generally the lubricating oil should be in between the two machinery parts for a long period of time. So in that purpose I have added chemical compounds. When the chemical compounds are added, as the machinery parts are made up with metals, this lubricating oil containing chemical compounds, right? So the chemical compounds present in the lubricating oil will form a complex. With the surfaces of the metals. So even the machinery parts are putting high pressure, the lubricating oil will not split out. Even the machinery parts are working with high speed, the lubricating oil will not come out. Why? Because there is a chemical bond formed between the lubricating oil and the surface of the metal. The formation of chemical bonds in between lubricating oil and surface of the metal is nothing but chemisorption. So here chemisorption principle takes place. In the above two, thick film and thin film lubrication, that is physical adsorption. Right? This is chemical adsorption. That's why we call this is as chemisorption. So the complete structure is all about mechanism of lubrication. Thin film lubrication, thick film lubrication, extreme pressure lubrication. Thick film lubrication is used when the machinery parts are working with low load and high speed. Thin film lubrication is used when the machinery parts are working with high load, low speed. Extreme pressure lubrication is nothing but when the machinery parts are working with high load and high speed. Blended oils are used where the oil is mixed with some chemical compounds, where the chemical compounds having capability to form strong bondings with the surfaces of the machinery parts through chemisorption phenomenon. This is all about mechanism of lubrication. Next, let us see another more important topic, which is nothing but classification of lubricating oils. Classification of lubricating oils. Here, the lubricating oils are classified into three types. One is liquids, another one is semi-solids, the other one is solids. Yes, in the case of liquids, this is classified into two types as vegetable oils or animal oils. Another one is mineral oils. Mineral oil is nothing but extracted from petroleum. Extracted from petroleum. You can also classify the liquid lubricants into another type, that is blended oils, as we have observed in the previous class. So liquid lubricants are of three types. One is vegetable oil or animal oils. Another one is blended oil. The other one is mineral oil. Next, semi-solid lubricating oils. Semi-solid lubricating oils are nothing but greases. Calcium cup grease, sodium cup grease, these kind of materials come under semi-solid lubricants. The next one is solid lubricants. Fullerenes are very good solid lubricants. Fullerenes are very good solid lubricants. Next, carbon disulfide is a very good solid lubricant. Molybdenum disulfide is also a very good solid lubricant. The graphite is one of the very good solid lubricant. So this is all about the classification of lubricating oils. Lubricating oils are classified into three types: liquid lubricating oils, semi-solid lubricating oils, solid lubricating oils. Liquid lubricating oils are classified into three types: vegetable oil or animal oils, blended oils. The other one is mineral oil. Mineral oil which is extracted from petroleum or crude oil. Blended oil means oil blended with some other components to improve the properties. Vegetable oil or animal oil which is extracted from the fats of animals and vegetables. Right? The other one is solid lubricants, semi-solid lubricants. Semi-solid lubricating oils are nothing but greases. Okay, generally we use these kind of lubricating oils in trains or automobile vehicles. Next one is solid lubricating oils. Solid lubricating oil means a powdered solid material, graphite, carbon disulfide or fullerene. These can be used as lubricating oils. Now, before going to stop our lecture, let us discuss about an important concept. So, lubricating oil improves the lifespan of the machinery part. That is known. Then what kind of lubricating oil improves the lifespan of the machinery part? All lubricating oils will not do. Only few lubricating oils will do. What are they? They are called good lubricating oils. What is the difference between good lubricating oil and a lubricating oil? Lubricating oil lubricates. Good lubricating oil lubricates and increases the lifespan of the machinery part. So, sir, how can we classify a good lubricating oil? To classify lubricating oil and good lubricating oil, the lubricating oil should possess some important properties with it. Then only we can call that lubricating oil is a good lubricating oil. What are the properties? Viscosity index, flash and fire point, cloud and pour point, aniline point, acid number, carbon residue, mechanical strength. Like there are number of properties should be held by a lubricating oil, then only we can call it as a good lubricating oil. Right? So let us discuss about the properties in our next class. Kindly note the points. Thank you.